So No Limit Soldier puts out a video, I think it was last night, and basically has his opinion that because my address is a public record and people, I guess, know where I live, that this is all my fault. And I have to suffer, and my mother and my children and my wife have to now suffer the consequences of people filing fake child protective services reports and people showing up at my house at midnight with food deliveries that I didn't order. Okay. This is not accurate, No Limit Soldier. Okay. Just because you have someone's address does not mean that you could break the law. Now, I mean, sometimes, very rarely, you come across like an intelligent person. I will say this to you. It's very rare. it's not it's not too often, okay? But very rarely, like that time when you were talking about the Second Amendment, you made a couple of valid points. You were wrong about a lot of things, but you made a couple of valid points, and I consider you to be somewhat intelligent. But then you make a comment, like on your last video, saying, well, you want to be famous. Well, there are consequences. No. There is what's called in our country law and order. Okay? And this applies to all Americans. It doesn't matter if you're a celebrity, doesn't matter if you're just an average Joe. Law and order. Okay? So if I know where like Kanye West lives, do I have the right, to go there and bang on his door at midnight and harass him and harass his family? Do I have the right to file fraudulent child protective service reports against someone because I just personally do not like that individual, even though that individual is a wonderful father and they're a wonderful mother and wonderful parents? Okay, no. Listen to me. Sometimes you talk like a complete, utter dumbass. You talk like a person who has a single digit IQ. Really, sometimes you talk very stupid. Just because someone has your address does not give them the right to break the law. Now, all I can tell you is this. At some point, these people who are doing these pranks are going to be brought to justice. There is currently an investigation. There is currently police officers and detectives working on this. And you can't hide behind. People think that they could go buy a Visa gift card and they think they're so clever and they think they're so smart. You want to know what the police officer told me? They could trace the card back to the store that you purchased it at, okay? And the store has, footage of who bought that, okay? And they'll get a full description of you. So this concept, see, you all think you're so clever. Let me tell you something. Anything in this world could be traced. Anything, okay? The only thing that can't be traced is cash, okay? But whenever you're using any type of a credit card, a Visa credit card, or anything that is other than cash, listen to me, it can be traced. It can be traced. Trust me, anything, okay? So this concept that you think that these things can't be traced, you're wrong. You're going to eventually get into legal trouble, and it's a felony. And and like I said, to add matters, like even make it worse, you're dealing with a person who's a senior citizen. Like, look, if you were just pulling these pranks on me, okay, whatever, I would probably laugh at it if you want to know the truth. But you're just not understanding that my mom had triple bypass. You're not understanding that she had double pneumonia. You're not understanding she almost died. And I swear to you, I mean, I'm telling you, if anything happens to my mother, I'm coming after all of you. I swear on Jesus Christ. I swear. I mean, you people are friggin' like evil. It's like you have no concern that there is an elderly woman in here living in my home that almost died and has heart problems. And you continue to do it. I mean, let me explain something to you. You're not funny. You're all evil. This is not a joke. Okay? You really have to learn the difference between what's funny and what's serious. Stop scaring a senior citizen who has heart problems. Seriously. And if you really, really can't control yourself and you can't contain yourself, I just can't wait to the day when we catch you and when you go to jail. Or you confront me face to face. Either or. Okay? And I really mean that. Now you're like, oh, you're trying to be a tough. It's not that I'm trying to be a tough guy, but it's like, this is my mother. This is my mother. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. You want to break chops. You want to break chops. Break my chops. Don't break my mother's chops. When you come to my house at midnight, you knock on the door, you're ringing the doorbell, DoorDash, or whatever it is, you're scaring my mother. She has a heart condition. But I know that none of you people, listen to me, I know that you don't care. I know that you don't care because you're heartless, you have no empathy, you have no soul, and you will be judged by God. And karma will bite you in the ass. Believe me, people like you don't get off. One way or another, something bad is going to happen to your life. Okay? And do I feel sorry for you? No, I don't. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't, because I believe in karma and I believe in justice. And when people are cold and heartless and cruel and evil, okay, and then something bad happens to them, that's cause for celebration. Okay? This video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. I'm an entertainer. This video is for entertainment purposes only.